Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and this is a video to all law enforcement officers or aspiring law enforcement officers. Am I a law enforcement officer? No, but I've taken all the criminal justice classes my college has to offer, and I talk to a lot of people. Uh, I hear about a lot of police officer misconduct and um, uh, incidents. So I feel I can talk about this, and this will make you be more appreciated from the citizens you protect, and it'll keep people from hating you and all law enforcement officers. What is this great tip I have? Don't shoot people's pets. Now, uh, this happened in my area, East Texas. A guy was called to a house because someone broke into their house and stole their guns and stuff. And he drove up there and he shot the um, victim's dog, the victim who called 911 to begin with. And this is a pretty common thing. Dog comes and barks at um, someone or the police officer, and the police officer shoots him. And I have yet, I'm not going to say that, but I have a hard time picturing a scenario where a police officer has to shoot a dog. There's just not very many scenarios where you need to do it. Um, uh, for one thing, you need to keep in mind most people buy dogs for two reasons. One, for companionship, and two, not necessarily to be an attack dog. A lot of people don't buy dogs for protection, but they don't buy them as attack dogs. They buy them as a alarm system. They hear the dog barking, they know someone's coming to their house. That's why people buy dogs, because they bark. If you have a dog that does not bark, then you have a useless dog. It's only good for companionship, but its functionality as a active member of the family, is pretty much gone. It's just a companionship. It's not a useful tool. But think about it. When does a police officer need to shoot a dog? And it's very, I've been around dogs my whole life. Um, I've only felt the need to defend myself against one dog, and after I uh, stared it down and yelled at it, it ran away. It went from barking at me, chasing me, to running away, and that was because I was running around the neighborhood to for exercise, and the dog started chasing me and barking. Now the dog was barking, but it wasn't necessarily a mean bark. But I didn't know this dog, so I stopped what I was doing. I I got my knife ready, and I lunged at the dog and yelled at it, and it stopped and ran away. Um, Most dogs, when you go to people's houses, are gonna bark. Like I said, that's what they're there for. That's their job. Um, and if you're so sensitive that you feel the need to shoot people's pets because they bark at you, you really shouldn't be a police officer. That's uh, re- that's reckless use of a firearm. Um, you know, um, and think about it. Postmen, mailmen, mail ladies, if that's a real word, or mail women, people who deliver mail, they're not allowed to have a firearm, but they're constantly coming in contact with people's dogs. And some of them aren't nice dogs. Most of them are just happy go lucky dogs that bark, but not all of them are like that. Most of them are. But a postman does not have the ability to carry a firearm. What do they carry? They carry pepper spray. If pepper spray is good enough for um, mailmen, and it's good enough to protect you from a barrel when you're in barrel country, and there's some national parks that have barrels but won't let you carry guns. I've heard of them. I can't name it off the top of my head, but there was literally a, um, a state park where it's in one jurisdiction or one area that allows you to have firearms, and the next area of that national park You have to completely unload your gun and have the ammunition in the gun in two separate containers. It's barrel country. Pepper spray works on barrels. Why won't it work on dogs? If it's good enough for the postman, it's good enough for the adventurer that can't carry a firearm, then it's good enough for a police officer. Another thing, a lot of police officers in urban environments carry tasers. These tasers are powerful enough to knock down a bull, but yet are essentially non-lethal. So if you have pepper spray, you have a taser, there's really no reason for you to use deadly force on a dog. When was the last time you heard of a police officer being killed by a dog? You never hear about it. And then the police officer say, well, I'm not going to get bit by a dog. Well, so that's pretty much saying if a unarmed man starts fighting you, that you have the right to shoot him, because I'm not going to get punched by a person. That's what you're saying. And if you pepper spray or tase someone's pet, they might be irritated at you. They might not like you at that moment, but they're not going to hate you. If you kill someone's family member, you kill their pet, people have very sentimental feelings about their pets. They're like children to them, some people. Some people care more about their dog than they do other people. And you kill that animal, they are not going to trust a police officer ever again. And they're going to have the F the police mentality. So, please, all law enforcement officers, quit shooting dogs. I've seen video of a police officer shooting a dog, and both the incident that happened in my area and the video that I saw of the police officer shooting a dog, they shot the dog, knocked it down, but they left it there kicking and dying without finishing it off. And they just shoot it, and they let it kick, and they let it just kind of bleed out slowly, which is not cool. The guy that happened here on the news, the police officer shot his dog and then refused to put it out of his misery, and the owner was forced to kill his dog, and he didn't have any guns. All of his guns were stolen, but he had to kill it with his bare hands just so the animal wouldn't suffer. I don't know exactly how he did it, but he said that he had to do it himself without a gun. And that was extremely painful for that owner to put down a family member. And for most of us, dogs are family members. People are strange. We put human emotions to a dog, and we give them names, and we love on them, and they love on us. And it's a very tight relationship. And if you treat your dog right, you treat it with a minimal amount of love and respect, that dog will love you until they die or you die. My great grandmother, she had a dog, and when my great grandmother died, the dog, whatever reason, died too. These dogs are very much a part of the family. And any police officer that feels the need to shoot a pet should either get fired, that's on the extreme end, or go a month or two without pay, suspended. Another way to put it, would they shoot a kid who was biting them? Most dogs, they don't have the power to kill a fully grown, fit male like most police officers. Most of them don't. The medium-sized ones. I'm not talking about Rottweilers or Dobermans or anything, but a pit bull isn't that big of a dog. It can't reach your face. Um, a lab, a mutt. Now, I understand if you're um, doing a raid on a house, a drug house, and there's attack dogs there, and um, and they're not pets; they're just attack dogs. But I know from experience, there's a difference between, hey, look, there's a person kind of bark, and I'm going to kill you type of bark. There was a big difference. And I also understand if there's a stray dog and it has no interaction with people and it's just violent. But even then, um, most of the time, they call animal control to take care of it, and animal control um, catches it alive. They put it down humanely with a shot. It just please, if you're a police officer watching this video, I I challenge you to come up with a scenario where you have to kill a dog. And I'm not talking about a coyote or some um, attack dog in a drug house. I'm talking about people's pets because this is happening way too often. And especially if you're getting called to a burglary at someone's house, and if it's kind of in a rural area, you know that the dogs are running wild, not wild, but running around. Dogs are going to bark at you. That's just what dogs do. I know I'm being repetitive, but get that through your head. And I guess that's it. Um, Also, saw on the news where police officers got a warrant to um, raid a house, and they got the wrong house and ended up shooting and killing elderly men because the elderly men thought they were being burglarized or broken into, so they pulled out their gun to protect themselves, and then the police officer shoots them. And to me, some heads should roll for that as well. If you're going to raid a house, you better damn sure make sure you know what house you're raiding. That kind of mistake should never happen. But yes, listen to my video. Watch it. If you do what I say and you use common sense, you might irritate someone, but that family will not hate you. They'll be far more understanding of you pepper spraying a dog or tasing a dog than they would um, shooting it. And me and my brother, we walk around the neighborhood all the time. We'd have dogs come up and bark at us. And if we don't know the dog, we'll get our flashlights and strobe it. I have yet to see a dog that will continue chasing a person after strobing it with a high intensity flashlight. So there. And these dogs that we strobe, they're protecting their house. They go just maybe 5 to 10 feet off of their property to follow us. And if we strobe them before they leave their property, they stop, where they're standing. So that's it. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope this video gets out to law enforcement. I'm Satsu5, and I'm out.